Hey nerds, Bevan here. Welcome back to my channel. Coming up this Sunday, Wrestlemania 33. Now last year I did the same video for Wrestlemania 32. This is my annual Wrestlemania predictions video. So, for those of you who gamble on professional wrestling for whatever reason, here are my inside tips. Now, of course, I'm taping this on Monday afternoon. There is still a Raw and a SmackDown to take place before WrestleMania. So I can only go by what's announced so far, and I'm using the Wikipedia page as a reference tool. So if it's not on here, I'm not talking about it. So let's start from the bottom and go up to the top, because it looks like their number one match listed is going to be at least one of the main events. So let's start from the bottom. The first of 12 matches is the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. It doesn't really say who's in the Battle Royal, so let's just say... I mean, if Braun Strowman's in it, he's going to win. He probably needs a big WrestleMania moment to take him forward, going out of WrestleMania season. So let's go with Braun Strowman for the Battle Royal. We have a triple threat tag team match for the Raw tag team titles. You have Gallows and Anderson in the club versus Enzo and Cass versus Sheamus and Cesaro. Champions retain, I guess. Bad guys win. Although I could see them putting the titles finally on Enzo and Cass. That's kind of like a toss-up for me. I really don't think Sheamus and Cesaro will win. But I could definitely see either of the other two teams winning. But for my official pick, I'm going to go with Anderson and Gallows. The Cruiserweight Championship will be defended by Neville when he takes on Austin Aries, and this title flip-flops way too often, and I don't see them stopping that trend, so I'm going to go with Austin Aries. They have their champion, they build up a contender, the contender pretty much always wins. They had it with Perkins to Kendrick, and then Kendrick to Swan, and Swan to Neville, and I think it's going to be Neville to Aries at WrestleMania. As it stands right now, the SmackDown's Women's Championship will be defended in a 5-way match with potential others to be announced, according to Wikipedia. We have the champion Alexa Bliss defending against Becky Lynch, Natalya, Mickie James, and Carmella as of right now. Who else could be in there? They've got Naomi, who may or not be returning to her hometown. They have... I don't know who else is on SmackDown for the women's division. I know they have like their 7, Nikki Bella, of course. I guess Nikki Bella and Aries, but they will be announced later on in this video. So let's just say Naomi's in there. I don't know for sure. She hasn't been announced yet. Actually, you know what? We'll go with just these 5 here, and I think Alexa Bliss retains if it's just these 5. Dean Ambrose will defend his Intercontinental title against Baron Corbin, and I think Baron Corbin wins the title. John Cena and his woman, Nikki Bella, will take on The Miz and Maurice in a mixed tag match, and I gotta say, good guys win. Rumor has it this is gonna be Nikki Bella's last match with the company, at least for quite some time. But I definitely see John Cena and Nikki Bella walking out victorious. Although in this case, I would have no problem with Miz Maurice winning, especially if it is Nikki Bella's last match. But you know, WrestleMania is for the casual fan. Nikki Bella is all over Total Divas, Total Bellas on E, so she does have a very big audience, probably bigger than Maurice does. So I could definitely see good guys winning this one. Chris Jericho defending his United States Championship against Kevin Owens. And I gotta say, Kevin Owens is gonna win this match. Even without the rumor of Jericho probably taking time off for Fozzy, I gotta assume Kevin Owens wins this match. The Raw Women's title will also be defended in a multi-opponent match. Bayley defends against Charlotte, Sasha Banks, and Nia Jax. And I don't know who's gonna win this one. Charlotte is my favorite in the division, but I think Bayley deserves a good long run with the title, and it's another good feel-good moment for WrestleMania. So let's go with Bayley retaining her title. Shane McMahon versus AJ Styles. AJ Styles wins easily, decisively, and in my opinion should happen in like 5 minutes, but it's Shane McMahon, so it's going to last 25 minutes. Undertaker versus Roman Reigns. A lot of people hate Roman Reigns. I am actually a really big fan of him, and I think he deserves to win this match. This would be a great way to turn him heel as well. Finally, you know, a lot of people are calling for it. And the thing is, though, you turn Roman Reigns heel, and everyone's going to start cheering for him. You know what's going to happen. Goldberg will be defending the Universal Championship against Brock Lesnar, and he's already bested him twice at Survivor Series and the Royal Rumble, so you have to assume Brock Lesnar wins this match and walks away as champion. And in the main event of WrestleMania, according to Wikipedia, Bray Wyatt defends his title against Randy Orton. I've never been a huge fan of either of these guys, though I think Bray Wyatt is really taken off, and especially the last couple months since he won the title, I think he needs to have a good long reign to really build himself back up. He had a lot of years where he floundered, where he lost all the main event matches he was in, and I think he really needs to establish himself as a dominant champion, at least probably until SummerSlam. So that is 12 matches. This is going to be a huge show this year. The one thing I don't see on the Wikipedia page, though, is Seth Rollins versus Triple H, and I was pretty sure they made that match official. But maybe not. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it'll be announced tonight on Raw. I'm not 100% sure. But if that match does take place, Seth Rollins wins it, no problem. He goes on to challenge, I don't know, somebody. This isn't about what's happening after WrestleMania. It's a WrestleMania predictions video, and those are my picks, and probably the smart money picks too. If you like this video, please hit the like button, because the more people who like it, the more people who get to see it. Please subscribe to my channel. You can follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Bevan Boychuk. And until next time, folks, I am out like a light.